All right, everyone. We're just going to do a brief video here because I'm just disgusted with OBS on this 2012 mid MacBook Pro. I tried using a auxiliary capture card, and I don't know what it is, but I've decided I'm going to put Windows 11 on here for a secondary OS because I have done it before. And I thought maybe I could use all 500 gigabytes on this mid MacBook Pro from 2012. No, I am disgusted. When I tried recording a video today, because it was just a test file I was doing from my capture device. In fact, let me show you. This is it right here, believe it or not. So I am disgusted. It's Mac's fault. Maybe because my hardware sucks on this thing. But yeah, we're going to try to put Windows on here. I have a way of doing it. Like, this is so easy to do. Like, I've done it before. I'll just show you the next step when it's ready. All right, let's see if I can even something out here. I'm going to put 250 gigabits for Windows. Be a fair space for it. I guess that's the best thing we can do, unless we can put 251. Okay. So I already have the Windows 10 ISO. I'll show you guys, see? It's on my downloads, like, right now. See? There's the ISO for... Because I have to go to Windows 10 first. Then we got to put Windows 11 on it, so... the good news is, again, I know what I'm doing. Again, I've done this before. Boot Camp Assistant is pretty easy to follow up on. All right. Now, see if I can try to boot up the Windows. And let's see if it'll come on. All right, so here is the Windows 10 boot up screen. All right, let's go through the Windows installation process. Don't have a product key. That can be figured out later on. We'll install Windows 10 Home Edition. So we have to be very careful finding the right partition. This is where things can be a little bit complicated here, right? So obviously it says do not install on that one. So let's see if we can try to format. So let's see if we can try to format. Okay, we can try to format. See if that might make it work. Okay. Try to delete this one. Yes. Maybe that might be the right one. Windows cannot be installed on the drive. Try to delete it and see if it'll work. Okay, here we go. So now we can hit next. I'll delete this again. That way we can have 2.436 gigabytes. And now we hit next. Come on. There we go. So now Windows will install. All right, now the computer is resetting. So I want to show you guys something very cool right now because I've done a lot of Windows installations in the past. So now I can unplug the flash drive, right? Now we can unplug that and look. Now you have Mac, now you have Windows. Now you have Mac, now you have Windows. See, I'm just focusing it. So what we want to do right now is hit Windows. And now Windows is just going to finish up what it needs to do on this side. So I need to go to a secondary computer right now to show you guys the next thing I'm going to do right here. So as Windows Services is now getting set on this computer, we're now on the secondary computer. So now we're going to install the latest Windows 11 right here. So we're going to go hit select. Now I need to have GPT. There's GPT. UEFI, and leave it like that. So that way, when we're going to install Windows 11 from the Windows 10, be easy to do it. So now all we have to do is make sure that before we do this, any files, please pay attention. If you have files on the USB drive, make sure you back them up. And also, I should have mentioned this at the beginning of the video. Make sure that you're using a USB 3.0 flash drive. So that being all said, you can now hit start. And we're going to make sure that we take care of all this right here. So once we hit that on Rufus, this is a program called Rufus I'm using. This should not take a while. It will be done. It will be finished soon, so just do what it needs to do. And we go through the Windows 10 setup. Now we've seen this before. Yep, US. Hit skip. I believe Cortana is like on the bottom. So as of now, not seeing any Wi-Fi drivers, so that's probably going to have to be installed as the Windows update comes along. Okay. Continue with limited setup. Alright, so now it's going to go through the Windows 10 process. Everything will be resynced, and we should have the Windows 10 boot up screen soon. Alright everyone, I made a rush to judgment. I had to put the Boot Camp installer now back on the MacBook. So now I have to hit the button. Okay. So now the Boot Camp will install, and it will put the necessary drivers, because at the start, there's no Wi-Fi drivers. So I'm going to have to go to another machine and use the Rufus that way, which was my other computer earlier. And then I can just boot it back from that one. But I went back to Mac. I put the drivers back. So that way on Boot Camp, it would just, install that way. Now we are going to have our drivers properly installed on this computer. Alright, so after we did that, I'm going to hit install the 3 items. Hit yes. And then we got these last remaining updates before Windows 11 can even be remotely installed. Okay, here we go again. I miscalculated earlier, but again, I knew what I was doing when I used the Boot Camp on the Mac earlier and reinstalled the Boot Camp exe, so it'll be properly transferred. So again, here are the settings. Make sure you do this. And you follow along with me, it's pretty simple. And again, my USB 3.0 flash drive will work, and then almost there. We almost have Windows 11. We're close. So, I made a little bit of a fail here. I was supposed to click on this because the flash drive was plugged in. And here's the flash drive one more time. This camera never focuses properly. Okay. Hit yes. And now Windows 11 should install any moment. There is the Windows 11 installation screen. Right here, see? Camera's not focusing, but if it will, that would help. And there it is. Yep, there we go. Windows 11, right here. Just booted up. Now I'm just going to verify the updates that this is the latest Windows 11 25H2 right here. I can't focus it, but you get the idea. And there you go. Windows 11 is now here. Well, can we at least get the taskbar to display? I'm like, if I'm running Windows 11 for the first time, can that work? Oh, thank goodness you work. This is pretty responsive, I'll say. Has to like install some factory apps, but I want to see if OBS will work. That's the main purpose of why I, did this. Just gonna get a product key to get the dark mode. 'Cause I love the Windows 11 dark mode, but yeah, it's gonna take a while for OBS to open. And after 3 minutes, it actually opened. Oh my goodness. Wonder how long it would take to open the Google Chrome browser. Hopefully that opens up quickly. Took like a minute or two for Windows system settings to even load when I tried loading that open. Yeah, and here's the messed up part. I had to like close and reopen it. Otherwise, it wouldn't even load. Okay, Google Chrome is acting up. Like, I just had to go on Edge. At least Edge is working, but not Google Chrome. I may have to fix that when I get the chance. Yeah, that's Windows 11 working on this computer so far. Alright, so after some configuring, so far I have gotten Boot Camp to work here on my 2012 mid MacBook Pro. I mean, the goal of the video has been working. I mean, OBS is working fine, a lot better than the Mac OS side. I have figured out some apps here. So I have come up with 3 flaws that I've not been happy with. And I know if you can barely hear it, but if I can try to get the tax manager up. Here's the tax manager. Okay. So you can hear how loud the fan is. Like, look how bad the CPU usage is. It's like, you saw it there, right? It was like 90-something%. Alright, at least you could see that I got everything working here. My Intel Core i5. So this proves that this MacBook is an i5 chip, right? And we do have 16 gigs of RAM. So that's one of the issues that I am having is I hear that fan going crazy. Another thing is with OBS right now, and as you can see here, I can only use X264, which at least works for this computer, right? So that's one other thing that I'm having a issue with, as you can see here. Here's the X264, right? Show you right here. That's 2 of the flaws that I am having. And then I can't use the FaceTime camera. So now I'm going with a plan B. I'm going to show you guys in just a second how I am going to be using a webcam going forward with this computer. I think I've come up with a good solution. Alright, I'm trying to look into the camera best I can here. That's better. So now y'all can see me. Sorry if the, quality's not the best, but this is just proof. I'm using an app called Cameo, and if I figure it out, like how to put it on the desk, like if I had a desk, it would be a lot easier to do instead of just putting it on the floor. But yes, you guys can see me, right? Hi, a little bit here. So yeah, those are the flaws that I have been having. 3 major flaws, but other than that, I mean, I've gotten everything to work, and so far it's a lot more responsive than Mac OS. But I don't know. Maybe I can fix it, and as the thing just went out on me, let's see if I can get it back. See, that's what happens when you don't accurately plug it in. Let's just see if it comes back, and if it doesn't, then you get the idea. Like, it is supposed to work. So hopefully you can see me again. Here I am. So yeah, guys, I think we're gonna wrap this up. So thank you for sitting around with this experience, and at least you know how I feel when I went through this process. So with that, till the next one, please take care.